Hello students, welcome back to my channel Maths by Poonam Shukla. In this video, I'll cover some problems related to factorization of polynomials. So this is the first question of exercise. Determine which of the following polynomials has x plus 1 a factor. So here the polynomial expression x cube plus x square plus x plus 1, and we have to find it out that x plus 1 is a factor of it. So for that, we'll start from 0 of polynomial. So let x plus 1 equals to 0, then x equals to minus 1 we find, right? So here what we will do, we will replace x in px equals to x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 by minus 1. So here, what we have done here, replacing x by minus 1, right? So p minus 1 equals to minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 whole square plus minus 1 plus 1. So what does it mean? Means after calculation, what will we get? We get minus 1 cube means minus 1 square means 1, minus 1 means into plus, if we are multiplying it with plus, so it comes minus 1 and then plus 1 is here. Children, if you don't understand this basic thing like multiplication of two signs, you can put me in comment box, so I will teach you in the next video. But this is a basic thing. These are basic things which you might have learned in class 4th or 5th. So I'm not explaining here because this is 9th standard questions. So, but still, if you don't know, don't be hesitate. You can put in comment section. So I will explain it. So it becomes 0. Minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. And then here minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. So that means remainder is 0, right? That means this is R. Remainder is 0. When remainder comes 0, if any polynomial is dividing completely to another polynomial, right? Then it will be remainder will be 0. Suppose if here number is 24 and we are dividing it by 8. So 8 3s are 24. Okay. So remainder is 0 means it is dividing completely. So that means this is a factor of it. Means 8 into 3 equals to 24. Means 8 is the factor of 24. So just like that here, x plus 1 is a factor of this given expression. Second section. Here the expression is x raised to power 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. So here the solution, let px equals to this expression which is already given. Then x plus 1 equals to 0, so x equals to minus 1. The 0 of x plus 1 is minus 1. So here again we are replacing x by minus 1 in this expression, right? So p minus 1 in place of x, we put minus 1. Then here p x raised to power 4. So minus 1 raised to power 4, minus 1 raised to power 3, minus 1 raised to power 2, plus minus 1 minus 1 plus 1. So it will become, this becomes 1, this becomes minus 1, this becomes 1, and this becomes minus 1, and this 1 is given already. So that means this is 0, this is 0. So 1 remains here. So that means 1 remains here, which is not equals to 0. So that means by the bifactor theorem, x plus 1 is not a factor of x plus x raised to power 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Next question. All are same because only what you have to do, you have to prove this for every polynomial expression that this is a factor. you have to find it out. So same thing you have to do. You have to replace x by -1 in each and every polynomial equation, which I am doing here. Px equals to x raised to power 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1. Here again, replacing x by -1, right? So here in this equation, we are putting -1 in place of x. So p -1 equals to -1 whole square, -1 raised to power 4 plus 3 into -1 raised to power 3 plus 3 into -1 square plus -1 plus 1. So again, this will become 1. This will become -1. So 3 into -1 becomes -3. This will be +1. So 3 into 1, we get 3. This is -1 and then this is +1. So this positive and this is negative becomes 0. This is positive, negative and this is positive becomes 0. And this remains here. So 1 remains here, which is not equals to 0 again. So therefore, by factor theorem, x plus 1 is not a factor of this expression. Fourth question is x cube minus x square minus 2 plus under root 2x plus under root 2. So again, let px equals to this. Then we have to replace x equals to -1 here. Okay. So p -1 equals to -1 cube plus -1 square minus 2 plus under root 2 into -1. Right? Because x is here, so -1 for both plus under root 2. So what will come here? It comes here this. How it comes here? This will become -1. This will become 1 into +1 into -1 -1. So what it will become? 1, sorry, -1 -1 again. Here, don't get confused to solve this thing. Till here to here. Don't make it complicated. I'm telling you here -2 plus under root 2 into -1. What you have to do? You have to solve this and this sign. So it will become plus. That's it. 2 plus under root 2. So you will get +2 plus under root 2. And at last, in the end, it is under root 2. Don't forget to write this after solving this. So it will become, see, same thing is written here. Now, -1 and -1 becomes -2, right? And this is +2. So this will be cancelled. What will be remaining? Plus under root 2 plus under root 2. That means 2 times under root 2. That means 2 times under root 2. So 2 under root 2, which is also not equals to 0. So what will be there? By factor theorem, x plus 1 is not a factor of x cube minus x square minus 2 plus under root 2x plus under root 2. You have to write in that way. Now, next question. The question 2 is use the factor theorem to determine whether gx is a factor of px in each of the following case. So here what will we do? Same thing we have to do, but the writing of question, a pattern of writing question is different. That's it. So don't be worried about this. If you read the question carefully, you have to do same thing which we have done in question 1. So here px equals to this polynomial equation and gx equals to x plus 1. And in every section, it will be changed. Only the thing is this. So here x equals to -1 we have to put in this polynomial equation. So here we are replacing x by -1. So px equals to this, gx equals to this. So gx equals to 0 by zeros of polynomial. That we did it in last question also. So x plus, this implies x plus 1 equals to 0. So x equals to -1. So we are replacing x by -1. So again, we got 0 So by factor theorem, gx is a factor of px. Next question. In next question, there is another polynomial equation, and gx equals to one linear equation, which we need to find that whether it is a factor of it, factor of this px. So again, we have to put gx equals to 0, x plus 2 equals to 0. So x equals to minus 2 we got this time. So this time we are replacing x by minus 2. Clear? So after doing it, we got minus 1, which is not equals to 0. You have to calculate this, and I hope you will do it. Or you can say, so I'm explaining here. Minus 2 raised to power 3 means 8. Minus 8. Okay. Because minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2. This will become 4 into minus 2. So this will become minus 8. Okay. So this is minus 8. And this is 3 into 2 minus 2 raised to power 2. So this will become 4. 4 3s are 12. This will become minus 6. And this is 1. So if we are adding 12 plus 1, 13, and both minus sign, minus 8, minus 6 will become 14. So 13 minus 14, right? So it gives minus 1, which is not equals to 0. So by factor theorem, gx is not a factor of px. Clear? Use the factor theorem to determine whether gx is a factor of px in each of the following case. Again, we are doing some this different polynomial expression, and by we have to find out that x minus 3 is a factor of this or not. Okay. So here same thing, x equals to 3. It will come when you are putting x minus 3 equals to 0. So you will get x equals to 3. So we are replacing here. What we replaced? Replaced x by 3. Clear? In this equation, in px. So x cube, 3 cube minus 4 into 3 square plus 3 minus plus 6. So 3 cube is 27. 3 3s are 9. 9 4s are 36. So minus 36 plus 3 plus 6. So if we are adding 27 plus 9, so we get 36 minus 36. It gives 0. So by factor theorem, gx is a factor of px. Now question number 3. Question number 3 says, find the value of k if x minus a is a factor of px in each of the following case. So x minus a is a factor of px. Here in every section we have different polynomial expression, and we have to find out the value of k if which condition. In which condition? Condition is if x minus a is a factor of px. This means remainder should be 0. That means when we are writing factor theorem, so we can write it equals to 0. Okay. So here, if x minus a is a factor of px, then p1 equals to 0. That means this, we wrote it x minus 1 equals to 0. So by 0 of polynomial, we got x equals to 1. So we are replacing x equals to 1 and making it equals to 0, because p1 equals to 0 if it is a factor of this px. So here 1 plus 1 plus k equals to 0. That means 2 plus k equals to 0 and k equals to minus 2. So it's very simple. Next question is px equals to 2x square plus kx plus under root 2, and we have to find it out. X minus 1 is a factor of this expression. So again, x minus 1 equals to 0. That implies x equals to 1, right? So here also we are replacing x by 1. So 2 into 1 square plus k into 1 plus under root 2. 2 into 1 square means 2 into 1 means 2. K plus under root 2. So 2 plus under root 2. So here 2 plus under root 2 plus k, we can write in that way, right? So k equals to minus 2. These both terms are going to right hand side. So with opposite sign, those will go right like that. So if you are taking minus as a common, so 2 plus under root 2, and this will be the answer of k, right? Next question. Here the polynomial equation kx square minus under root 2x plus 1. So again, if x is a factor of px, then p1 equals to 0. So that means this will be 0. P1 means we are putting the value of x as 1. So that will become p1. P1 equals to 0. We are doing it. So x into 1 square minus under root 2 into 1 plus 1. This we have written here. So that means k minus under root 2 plus 1 equals to 0, right? When these both terms will go to the right hand side, signs will be changed. So k equals to under root 2 minus 1, because it was minus here left hand side and this was left hand side plus sign with plus sign. When they will go to the right hand side, so signs will be opposite. So plus 2 plus under root 2, we don't write plus if it is in the start. Under root 2 minus 1. Question number third. Fourth section. Fourth section says px equals to kx square minus 3x plus k. So again, if x minus a is a factor of px, then p1 equals to 0. This condition lie everywhere. Okay. So here again, what we are replacing? Replacing x by 1. Clear? So k into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus k. So what we will get? We get here k minus 3 plus k. So k and plus k will become 2k minus 3. So k will become, this will go this side. So 2k minus 3 equals to 0. So 2k will become 2k equals to 3. That means k equals to 3 by 2. So k value of k, we get this. So now I will tell you some more problems in my another videos. Till then, you can subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get notifications for new uploads. Till then, bye bye. Have fun.